Travis Kelce and his teammates board the plane to Cleveland, Ohio ahead of the Chiefs vs. Cleveland Browns game. On Saturday, December 14th, Travis Kelce will be traveling to attend the game in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, where he was born and raised at the Chiefs vs. Cleveland Browns game at Huntington Bank Field. Unlike other games, Travis Kelce will be playing in front of his relatives and even his old neighbors at the Chiefs vs. Cleveland Browns game. Travis Kelce also appeared quite excited before returning to visit his birthplace and raised in Ohio. However, his competitive spirit was still very thoughtful and serious. Travis Kelce appeared in a white jacket, black pants and a black hat. He carried a luggage bag as he boarded the plane with his teammates for the trip to Cleveland, Ohio. Chiefs officials such as Coach Andy Reid and QB Patrick Mahomes were also seen boarding the United Boeing 777. All members of the Chiefs are ready for the trip to Cleveland, Ohio. With a winning streak and a favorable start since the beginning of the season, Coach Andy Reid gave a speech on Friday saying, "Although our team is rated higher than the Cleveland Browns, we have not skipped any practice sessions, especially we are never subjective whether the opponent is weak or strong." Andy Reid's clear speech is like a declaration of his and a spiritual encouragement for his students. Travis Kelce and girlfriend Taylor Swift had an evening attending the Chiefs' Christmas party after celebrating their birthdays together in New York City on Friday. Dressed in all black but a bright red hat, Kelce took the stage and received a standing ovation from the crowd as team owner Hunt praised him. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift, who appeared in a black sweater and Santa hat, sat with Brittany Mahomes at the Chiefs party. Meanwhile, on Friday afternoon, Swift and Kelce celebrated their birthdays in New York City, after which they boarded a private jet to return to Kansas City for the Chiefs' Christmas party. Taylor Swift flew her family to Ohio for the Chiefs vs. Cleveland Browns game, after which she and Travis Kelce will visit some of Travis' friends and family in Cleveland, Ohio. According to a source, an insider recently revealed that the 14-time Grammy Award-winning artist is looking forward to some time off with the NFL star after wrapping up her record-breaking The Eras tour. Taylor is as happy and motivated as ever after finishing her Eras tour and turning 35, and she wants to spend this time with Travis, the source said, spending time with family and friends, working on exciting new projects together. They are always there for each other and have a balanced and fun relationship, the source added, speaking further about the couple's future plans. The insider shared that they are excited to celebrate the new year and the holidays together. As Swift celebrates her 35th birthday, she and boyfriend Travis Kelce reportedly already have their holiday plans lined up. According to a report from Entertainment Tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs star tight end and record-setting artist are looking forward to some downtime now that her tour is over. A source also tells ET that Taylor is as happy and as motivated as ever after completing her Eras tour and turning 35, Entertainment Tonight wrote in its post. Taylor wants to take this time to be with Travis, spend time with their family and friends, and work on exciting new projects. A source told ET. They are there for each other and have a balanced and fun relationship. They're looking forward to having some downtime together over the holidays and excited about the new year and new beginnings as a couple. Kelce's dad, meanwhile, teased what he would be getting the billionaire artist. "You have to look beyond that and you have to dig down and come up with something special. The amount of money is meaningless," he said. "You're not going to impress Taylor Swift with a gift that cost $100,000. But get something that tweaks the strings of her heart that you spend $10 on and she'll just be all gooey. You've got to find something that triggers the emotions." Sunday will be career game number 195 for Travis Kelce, including playoffs. But for the Cleveland Heights, Ohio product, this week will be just the second time in his career that he will play in his hometown of Cleveland. Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs are looking to turn things up just a notch offensively, but if history has told us anything about this tight end, he and his offense have generally lit up when getting a chance to take on the Browns. Even though Travis Kelce's production has not been at the level we have been accustomed to, he is still one of Patrick Mahomes' top security blankets. That much was evident near the end of last week's victory over the Los Angeles Chargers. Can Mahomes and Kelce turn in a possible vintage performance this week against the Browns in Cleveland? What kind of performances has Travis Kelce had against the Browns? Plus, what item may be an important factor for the tight end and the receiving game at this point in the season for Kansas City? Kelce has historically bounced the Browns. Travis Kelce has had 4 career outings against his hometown team so far. 3 of those meetings came in the regular season, and Kelce amassed at least 6 receptions in all 3 of those contests. More impressively, the tight end tallied a combined 5 touchdown catches in that trio of games. That includes 2 in which he had 2 touchdowns for a single game. But overall, Kelce's most productive game against Cleveland came in the playoffs. In the divisional round after the 2020 regular season, he ended up with 8 receptions, 109 receiving yards, and a receiving touchdown. That reception and receiving yardage total were each the highest he has had against the Browns in a single game. In his career, Kelce has combined for 27 receptions, 327 receiving yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns in 4 games against Cleveland. That is good enough for an average of 6.75 catches per game and 81.75 receiving yards per game when facing the Browns. Homecoming brings back fond memories. As mentioned above, this Sunday will be just the second time in his NFL career where Travis Kelce has played in Cleveland. To say the first trip was a success for he and the Chiefs, it would be an understatement. Both of Kelce's touchdown grabs from that day were contested catches in the middle of the end zone. Moreover, that game saw Kansas City produce their highest scoring output, 37 points, in any of the 4 games he has played against his hometown team. Kareem Hunt, another Ohio native, played a major part in that Chiefs victory. He was the team's leading rusher on that trip to Cleveland with 91 rushing yards. Hunt was able to find the end zone 3 times total in that contest, including his lone reception from that game going for a 50-yard score. While Hunt was Kansas City's leading rusher in that game, Kelce led the team in receiving yards that afternoon. Ironically, they are back together on the Chiefs' offense for this week's trip to Cleveland. Sunday will also not just be an Ohio homecoming for Hunt. It will be his first chance to face the Browns after playing with them from 2019 to 23, key element for Sunday. While the Browns are only 3-10 entering Sunday's matchup, this Cleveland defense can still create frustrations for the opposing offense. And of course, the Chiefs would still like to find greater rhythm and consistency as a passing attack. There is one key element that sticks out for this week against the Browns defense. Can Kansas City find yards after the catch? This area has surprisingly been a strong part of the passing attack for Kansas City this year. The Chiefs rank 3rd in the NFL in yards after the catch, via Pro Football Reference. Only Tampa Bay and Detroit have more yards after the catch this season. KC also ranks 6th in the league in yards after the catch per completion. Why could this factor be so crucial for Travis Kelce and the Chiefs against the Browns? For one, Cleveland is a physical defensive unit, especially when playing in the middle of the field. There is also a sense of timing that Mahomes is still looking to find with even his top weapons. Given the lack of time Mahomes has had throughout contests, hitting on quick completions with someone like Kelce could pay dividends in a matchup like this in Cleveland. If that happens, Kelce could have yet another dominant day against his hometown Browns. That being said, Cleveland linebackers have been surprisingly good in coverage this season, especially last weekend when they obtained a 71.0 PFF coverage grade against the Steelers. Jordan Hicks, Mohamed Diabate, and Devin Bush need to have another effective performance against the Chiefs if they want to slow down the Mahomes to Kelce connection in Week 15. Jim Schwartz might choose to play more man coverage in the secondary in order to make it harder for Kansas City's pass catchers this weekend. Playing man coverage forces receivers and tight ends to physically beat the defender and find ways to get themselves open. Whereas zone coverage puts more pressure on the quarterback to find the open man in pocket.